What's up, YouTube? This is your boy John from the Jersey Shore, and I'm back with you today to talk about Jordan Peele's 2019 film, Us. If you're already a subscriber to my channel, welcome back. It's good to see you again. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Us was written and directed by Jordan Peele, and it is starring Lupita Nyong'o and Winston Duke. Jordan Peele took the horror community by storm with Get Out, and now he had some pretty big shoes to fill to see if he could do it again. So this is his follow-up to Get Out, and this movie's called Us. Okay, so the film starts out with Lupita Nyong'o's character as a little girl. She's on the boardwalk with her mother and her father. Her father has been drinking. The mother runs off to use the restroom. She winds up wandering off by herself and getting lost. She goes into a fun house. She sees what appears to be another little girl who looks just like her. And then we cut away to sitting in an office where her mother and her father are talking with a counselor. The daughter seems like she's got, some issues. She's disturbed. She seems a little bit disturbed because of the happenings that took place when she was lost and couldn't find her way out of the funhouse. So the next thing you know, you see her as an adult, and her husband and her two children are going to the beach. She, for obvious reasons, is very uncomfortable being at the beach. She's afraid that something's going to happen to her children. She doesn't want a repeat of what happened to her. She doesn't want her children getting lost as she got lost. So we see the family. They arrive at their shore home. This is obviously, they make many references that they have been to this house in the past. They go into the house. They're just doing family things, laying around, playing on their phones, talking about their plans of what they're going to do while they're on vacation. The husband buys a boat. The boat's a piece of garbage. He's trying to show it off to his wife and his kids, but the engine keeps failing. He has to beat on the engine to make the engine come back on. He lets go of it for a second. He doesn't do anything, and all of a sudden, the engine automatically pops back on. So eventually, we find our family sitting in the apartment at night. One of the children comes in and says that there's a family standing in their driveway. So they find this to be very odd. The mother is concerned. The father just seems annoyed. So the father takes it upon himself to step outside and try and tell these people that they need to get off of his property. He tries to do it the nice way. They don't listen. He goes back in the house. He gets a baseball bat, goes back outside, and again tries to convince them that they need to get out, that they need to get off of his property, or things were going to start to get rough. As soon as he makes that threat, the three of the four people in this family spread out a little bit, but the father starts walking directly at the husband, and the husband runs back in the house. The father is now pounding on the door, but lo and behold, there's a hide-a-key outside, so all he has to do to get inside of this house is simply pick up the key and unlock the door. So the family that's outside waiting to get inside of the house is also a husband and a wife and two kids, a little boy and a little girl. The strange thing is, they're sort of doppelgangers. They look just like, they're built like, and they act, well, they don't act anything like, but they are almost copies of the four people that are inside of the house. So as it turns out, these guys are kind of carbon copies. They're almost shadows of the people who are in the house. So as it turns out, the family comes to know that this is not just happening to them, that this is happening to everybody in the world. Everybody is being attacked by a clone of themselves. As it turns out, these clones that are there are not there to have conversations. These clones are there to kill these families and take over these families' lives as their own. Any of you 80s babies out there, you'll remember a thing way back when called Hands Across America. Well, as it turns out, these clones are actually, throughout the movie, you see these little paper cutouts, like paper dolls, holding hands, and they're all red. As it turns out, these clones all wear red jumpsuits, and they're the ones who cut out all these little paper dolls, and the people in the red jumpsuits are the ones who carried out the Hands Across America. You see walls of people lining the streets, out in fields, across pastures, in water. They're all these doppelgangers, and they're all holding hands, and they are actually the clones of the real human beings, and they are the ones who are planning on killing and taking over the world. I think Jordan Peele really has a good handle on what he's doing. Get Out was a surprise hit for him. This is not so much of a surprise, but it was also a hit for him. I thought this movie was outstanding. It built a great feeling of stress and tension. You just felt uncomfortable watching this movie. I enjoyed it more, actually, the second time that I watched it than I did the first time I watched it. I had a better idea of what was going on. I kind of knew some things, and I was looking for other things as the movie was progressing. But I think that that's absolutely his intention, is for you to be able, the rewatchability of this movie. You go back and you see things after you watch it the first time. You see things the second time that you're looking for, you didn't realize were there because you simply never saw it before. Now I can't wait for Jordan Peele to put out another movie. 2 hits in a row. I don't care what the next movie is. I don't care what anybody says about it. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what he's working on now. I actually saw a little blurb that there's going to be an Us 2. I don't know how true that is, but I'm absolutely hoping that there is another movie. I did read a little while back that he was thinking about doing a sequel to Get Out. I don't know how that would work, but that's not for me to know at this point. That's just for me to look forward to watching Jordan Peele put that product out. I think that if he did a sequel to Get Out or Us, I think that he could do a very good job and make that interesting as well. Some characters ended in Get Out, so it would be very interesting to see how he twisted that. Would it be other families that were involved? Lord only knows, but that's why, creative minds are out there. They give us fantastic movies to enjoy. This movie, I think he could absolutely do a sequel to, and I would be very curious to see which direction he took that in. Either way, if it's a sequel to Get Out or if it's a sequel to Us, I'm interested. If it's not a sequel to either one and it's something fresh and new, I'm absolutely interested in that as well. I will watch anything that Jordan Peele makes going from here on out. All right, well, that's going to do it for my review of Jordan Peele's Us. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to go on this journey with me. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, have a kick-ass day, and thank you for watching.